Boxers are a gateway, and they're a gateway to go on commando. Because once you've got boxers on for a while, you're like, there's no support involved whatsoever.
Really? This is the storm?
No one. I guess we're live. Oh my God, we are live.
Oh, we are live
on YouTube,
one.
on Facebook, on Facebook. Yeah.
We're live everywhere. Who knew?
We're getting tech savvy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not true.
No, that's not true at all. Hey guys,
Who are we? What are we doing?
I know nobody's here yet, but we don't care. We decided to go live because this is the first Sunday night of 2026.
First full weekend of the new year.
Yes, and we're getting ready for a road trip, so we're kind of excited and wound up and ready to go. I'm Rene Bray. This is my comedy partner,
Flip.
I wasn't going to say it. Flip poorly.
So we took, it's a long story as to why. We took most of November and December off. Well, I'm going to give them the short story.
You don't have a short story.
Yeah, well,
welcome to Flip's Story Time.
We had a number of gigs booked in November, December, and believe it or not, and I didn't see it coming, but the government shutdown actually impacted our work. And so we regrouped, hung out, stayed home, retooled. I just wanted to say retooled. And
you're a tool.
And I'm now preparing for our first road trip of the new year, 2026.
Yeah, actually, the universe will tell you spiritually that sometimes a no is actually opening another door for you. And us not working in November and December has opened some doors. We're doing some more exciting things. First of all, it's led us into booking some things.
True. You know what? That's something that I've been very, very excited about is really delving harder and more into booking entertainment.
Yes. So we're not just booking ourselves anymore. We are going to be booking other comedians. And actually, I've been booking other comedians for the last 10 to 12 years.
Yeah, and in fact, that's how we hooked up. Rene got a hold of me to do a show, and she reached out to me after 35 years of not talking because she changed her phone number, and so
he's slow in so many ways.
We started talking about the possibility of expanding booking, and I think we were both kind of toying with the idea, and in November, December, we really decided that we were going to pursue that.
And as another thing it's looking very lucrative.
What? Lucrative?
Lucrative, yeah.
Lucretious?
Well, I was trying to be really careful the way I said this. I'm very lucky that I got to work for one of the best, the brightest, and one of the innovators in the comedy community when I first got started with Tom Sobel.
Right. We talk about Tom Sobel a lot, but he really was a big name in the 80s, 90s,
well, it had to be 80s and 90s and 2000. And through Sobel, not only did I learn how to book good comedy shows, which is why I remembered you for 35 years,
thank you,
but there's also a ton of guys that I know, and I know they're great guys, and they deliver a beautiful show. And we are going to work on specialty shows, meaning whether they're corporate or they're festivals or theaters, not just comedy club bookings, but very specialized acts.
Hang on a second. Storm, the Road Comics Adventure dog is licking the floor. Hey, baby, knock it off. Storm! Yes, thank you, honey. Go girl.
It does kind of sound like bad porn.
It's just making me horny. That's not true. No, that's not true. I was kidding. I said it for shock value.
That worked. Did you see my head snap around?
Oh, Holly Janine says, hi, guys.
Hi, Holly. So glad to see you. Happy holiday. By the way, there's a couple of things I'd like to cover tonight.
I'm going to do my best to allow the Rene to cover some ground. Take it away, Rene.
First of all, we are competing in a large cast iron holiday thing. If you go to my Facebook page and scroll down to the big, beautiful piece of pork tenderloin covered in cranberries and cherries, the voting's still going on. We're number 22 right now. I believe Jim Leonard is also on this.
Jimmy Leonard.
Hey, Jimmy, we're glad to see you. Hey, here's Holly Janine and Kathy Sampson. You guys need to hook up with, we got Jonathan Smith and Jimmy Leonard.
Right. Hey, Kathy, my name's Flip, and feel free to say hi to me too next time. This is a running funny theme for me. I'm kidding. I'm not butthurt. I'm just being silly. Anyway,
and back to the other shit you're not gonna stuff you're not gonna interrupt. I just talk about how we're doing specialty clean shows, and you say horny and I say shit.
Well, when I say horny, you say
and this is why people think this is actually, we have had, and I swear this is the truth, we have people who after the show will send us messages and go, are you guys high? No. Were you drinking? We've been drinking coffee all day.
Yeah, I'm a coffee. Honestly, and not to tell tales out of school, I've never been a big drinker. I don't remember.
Yeah, me either. I don't remember drinking a lot.
I've heard stories. I don't remember the last time I had a drink. I'm not on the wagon. I don't need to be off the sauce. I don't remember the last time I had.
Well, it's very funny because I don't remember the last time I drank either. Used to be a joke that I did during my show where I'd go, I only drink while I'm working. That was always true.
Turns out you only drink when you're working.
Yeah, thank God I was doing 7-10 shows a week back then. I may take it up with you. It's starting to look like it might be a good idea.
See how the road comic shows goes. So I did this lovely holiday pork, which I'm pronouncing correctly.
Yeah, thank you for letting me finish it.
Pork.
Yeah, thanks for letting me finish it up.
I brought it back around, so you can wrap it up in a bow.
Oh, I'm gonna wrap it up in a bow, all right,
okay,
and put it right around here. You see who's online, don't you?
What?
You see who's online, don't you? Becky, we absolutely adore you. And I have to tell you.
Did you see what she said?
No, what did she say?
She said, and I'm quoting now, hello, Flip and Nene.
Well, it's very funny, Becky, because Flip does the book bag Becky every time. Every freaking time. And he's done it so much that when I read your name, when I'm going through the Facebook list, I hear him do that.
You have your own little jingle, for goodness sakes.
You do. And the fact that you use that, we love that.
It's delightful.
We can't wait to see you.
From Kathy Sampson having dinner Saturday with Joe and Nancy Galanis. Fort Myers misses you.
Oh, I miss Fort Myers too. And you know what's amazing? I can't find anybody to book me there. So Kathy, when you talk to Joe and Nancy, please give them my best and tell them I love them and tell them I'm really happy in Louisiana. But I would love to come and visit. And we need a place to work.
Jimmy Leonard. Heading to Wilmington soon. Yes, in fact, thank you for bringing that up, Jimmy Leonard. We're doing a show in Wilmington. Take it away, the Renee.
No, because now we're to the date and time. Let's see how freaking good you are. Let's see how those memory pills are doing.
At the Eagles, Fraternal Order of the Eagles at 221
241
Sugar Tree Street,
East Sugar Tree.
whatever, in Wilmington on January 16th, which is one of those nights of the week you hear so much about. and I believe it's at 7 p.m.
Friday night,
the
January 16th at 7 p.m. And where are we doing the show? Are
By
we
God, I'm
just
glad you.
throwing it out there?
You know what? We have had Rene long before me. Had an association with Paws Humane Society and the Clinton County Humane Society, and we are doing a show to raise funds to help out the puppies and the kitties. And so that's what. In fact, on YouTube, you can't see it on Facebook. I'm going to put up the link for tickets right now, which were on YouTube. Where is that? I got to go. Banners, there it is. Tickets, boom, show. There it goes. So that's it's on TicketBud, and so it's to help raise money for Clinton County Humane Society and Paws Humane Society right there in Wilmington.
And it is the show called Road Comics Adventures Live. Where are your hands?
Oh my God, I had coffee in them. Road Comics Adventures
Live. It's better that you had coffee than any of the other stuff I could think of.
Right. So anyway, so that we're going to be in town, and then Jimmy Leonard. Oh, look, Lorraine.
Oh, Lorraine's there. L.A.
Yeah, hello guys, and then followed by hello Renee. So you get your very own special.
Oh, I love Lorraine. She's so sweet.
After the 16th, which is Friday in Wilmington, Ohio, north of Cincinnati, as very few people know, we're gonna head over to Minerva, Ohio, on Saturday the 17th to do the Roxy Theater.
The Roxy Theater is beautiful too.
Yeah, very excited about that as well.
I am very excited. And guess who's coming to see us?
Adam.
Yes, Adam is driving all the way from Cleveland. Adam's a very special friend of mine. I've known him for a long time, and I absolutely love and adore him.
Oh, and Kathy said, I'm on it.
Oh, Kathy, let me know, because I'll tell you what, I've been surprised because I think I could still fill up a pretty fair amount of seats. And there's a couple of young guys that I used to help when they were young comics who book rooms now that don't want me anywhere near their club for whatever reason. And they're acting like real doofuses.
Well, I usually use the D word, but it's not doofus. It's the second half of the word is a bag. You can hyphenate or abbreviate. D bag. Could be doofus bag. Oh, hey, from Jimmy Leonard. Have Larry pick me up in his Gulfstream.
Oh, it figures Larry has a Gulfstream. You know what? I have been trying to call Larry and Robbie and all of the guys from RNL and couldn't get a hold of them. And apparently they have more or less turned over the Wilmington facilities to people out of Cleveland or whatever.
I suddenly know who you're talking about. I finally connected
the
dots.
fact that you know anything about anything during some of these conversations is amazing, because he doesn't always have to know the minutia. That's my deal, because I'm his manager. He's not supposed to.
I like minutia.
I know you do.
I love minutia.
But you know what?
I love it.
Most of the time, you're the talent. You're supposed to just sit around and look pretty.
I was batting my eyes. So anyway, so I got the pork.
Now what?
Then we get the shows,
right? And so we will be there. So instead of doing it at the Roberts Center, the Eagles stepped up and just donated, so we can do our show there. It is the Road Comics Adventures live.
I was a little bit short of slowing down.
You know what?
Slowing the uptake.
We're checking the number of pills you took today.
Slowing the uptake.
Because you're not on it.
My problem is I'm keeping my coffee in my left hand, and I don't want to fling it.
Okay. Do you need to move over?
No, here's plenty. I can put it on the desk. I've been sipping. Live.
Look at this. We own a production company. We can't figure out where to put our coffee.
No, but we framed ourselves in the cameras, so we got that going.
We have lights.
So, how is your?
Wait.
Evidently, the Rene took a breath. That's how she responds when she wants me to shut up. It's not like, excuse me, Flip, I was talking.
Well, excuse me, Flip, doesn't work.
Oh, Lorraine, I'm going to be in Pensacola in June. Do you have anything in the works for around here? Pensacola, June.
Oh, June. No. We have a couple of things in the works, but we don't have dates yet. But if you're going to be there in June, I'll pull for June because we don't have a lot of stuff scheduled in June yet.
Carol Kessling.
Oh, Carol, hey, how are you? This is going to surprise you.
What?
I went to school with Carol.
No way. Next she'll tell me, there was only one house next to my house growing up, and the entire town lived next door. So I'm guessing that Carol Kessling was a neighbor.
No, she was not a neighbor. Well, in Wilmington, everybody's a neighbor. I am so glad you're doing good. And you know what? We're coming to Florida. We are scheduled at Ruskin at the Firehouse.
Yes.
Firehouse?
Yeah, the
Firehouse.
Firehouse. For a weekend? A weekend.
For
I have to pull it up, but
March 6th. It's a Friday night.
It's only one night? I thought it was two. Is it one?
No, it's one night. We're adding another night somewhere down the road at another place.
And that's Road Comics Adventure Show. That's going to be the two of us. No hypnosis, just lots of Rene and Flip.
I may be bringing him.
So there's that.
You are going to be in Winter Haven. You know what? Just go to fliporley.com and look at the tour schedule, and we update that all the time. Because here's what we wanted to tell you and why we wanted to come on live for a few minutes tonight. Actually, God only knows when we'll get off because we watched TV early today, so we don't have any shows we need to watch.
Oh yeah, we're good. But so here's the deal: we almost always, and I would say close to always, do a live podcast on Tuesdays. However, our first show's in Nebraska. It's a 15-hour drive. The show's on this coming Thursday night, and so we're going to leave Tuesday and do about 2/3 of the drive on Tuesday, the last third on Wednesday, so we're there for Thursday for the show. So we may be in the car traveling Tuesday, and this may be the first time we miss a podcast on a Tuesday night since May.
Yeah, now I will tell you that if you've been following our travels,
and yeah,
I go live a lot because, believe it or not, us laughing and having a good time here isn't a rare occasion. I will bet we are laughing in the morning within 10 minutes of waking up.
Usually quicker than that.
Yeah.
Usually.
Usually by 10 minutes I flipped you off a couple of times.
Yeah. That's what makes my morning full and glorious.
And we have a good time. And when we're traveling, we do have a good time. That's why we wound up traveling together. And that's actually kind of what made us merge in this business partnership.
Correct.
Because we're both, let's just say, on
the spectrum. Is that where you're headed?
I said we are on the wrong side of the week.
Oh, if you look at your life as being like the Monday through Friday work week, where like hump day is halfway through, we're on the backside of the hump. Now, Rene thinks we're pretty far down the hump. I think we just crossed over the center section.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Well, I'm sorry. Let me spin the wheel of delusion. First of all, you think that we can live and travel together and you're going to live much longer with that mouth of you. Look at Flip spinning his wheel of delusion.
Lorraine, June 18 through 22.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to put that down and I'm going to try to do it. Let me know. Oh, Carol, let me know when I will be there. It's about an hour from my house. I will send you a message, and if I don't send it to you, remind me, because we're a little scattered. Because here's what I was going to say about this: traveling used to be different than what we want to do now. We're on the far side of the week.
We're kind of a little over the hump. We're a little over. We're only a little bit over the hump. I have faith. Like the way you're talking, we've got a foot in the grave. We don't. Whatever. Keep going. I don't feel like I've got a foot in the grave.
No, actually, this whole thing with us teaming up together has put new life. For me, it has.
Right. You were at the back end of the hump, and getting together pushed you back up the hump.
Okay.
You're working your way up the hump.
Okay. But we decided to do things our way. It used to be that if I was going on a trip and on a tour, I would have done that 15 hours in one day. We would have left on late Wednesday, driven through the night, gotten there on Thursday morning, slept a couple hours, get up, do the show, and then go do the other things we got to do.
And I say to that, fudge that.
Oh, thank goodness. Do you hear my heart start to
race? Well, I
watched
the movie A Christmas Story, and I know you can say and get away with it. Fudge. Fudge that. So there you go.
So we've decided now we're enjoying life. We're going to sightsee on the way.
At least at 70 miles an hour or so. There goes.
This is what I do. We could have stopped there. And he goes, oh, yeah, well,
I will tell you this. We stop for gas every time we get below half a tank. Huh? We got cheesy crackers once, and it's been the bane of my existence. That was once and once only.
Yeah, by the way, in case Tim Mullins at the historic Ritz in Tacoma. This is good. This is the first time you ever choked.
I don't choke. We have a no choking rule here.
Yeah, Tim Mullins, who is the executive director at the Ritz Theater in Tacoma, Georgia. If you ever get a chance to go there,
it's a lovely.
Not only is it a beautiful theater,
lovely room, yeah,
but he is the most fun guy in the world. And he posted on our pork tenderloin video the other day. Is it better than the crackers?
He literally brought up like a PTSD sore, an emotional scarring that I had attempted to bury, that he uncovered.
Well, you know what we'll have to do?
Thanks, Tim.
We'll have to go and visit him again. I'm sure he'll be glad to see us live. Actually, and that's what that was the place that kind of inspired us.
Oh my! So yeah, it was funny. We there was a moment in time at that show in Tacoma where I wasn't 100% sure if the audience was behind me and if I was going to get many, if any, volunteers. And so
now let me just point out to you at this point, Flip didn't think that it was going to happen. I knew it was, because he's great at what he does.
Thank you. I've been doing my show for my entire adult life, and I've never done a show where I didn't get volunteers. And I don't know, I was concerned because I've never done a show where I haven't got volunteers. But for some reason in Tacoma, I was like, it may be the first time. And so Rene and I were talking about, and she goes, look, I got your back, Flip. I've got your back. And if you don't get any volunteers on stage, I'm rushing right up to that stage, and we're going to do a show together. And therein became the germ of an idea that has now blossomed into Road Comics Adventures Live. This from a woman who in 2019 said, I'm retiring. I'm getting off stage. I'm never going on stage again. I've done my last show. June 2019, I'm done. I'm out. Deuces. And now
I'm willing to do shows with you. It's not going to be like anything. Well, it is kind of like what I did before, Because about 4 years before I retired, I went, I'm not doing material anymore. That sucks. I called it free balling it. I walk on stage. I don't have any jokes planned. I just go up and have a good time. And that's what we're going to do. I think it's going to be an amazing show.
It'll be fun.
And it's going to be a lot of fun for us, but it'll also be a lot of fun for the audience. Carol, please send me a message and I will send you the link to get in touch with the Firehouse Cultural Center. Lorraine, I am gonna get in touch with the people that want us in, and I'm gonna see if we can get in the Panhandle.
And
When
just so
you're
you
there,
know,
I'd love to see you again.
I've been free balling it on stage for a long time, but I won't tell you what that means to me. What?
Do you want me to tell them what's the first picture you ever? The first picture you ever sent me when you were out on the road?
Can I give the backstory first?
No.
No, but really, can
No,
I?
no. I wasn't really going to tell anybody.
Really?
Somebody's face.
I know. I was all set to go, but in my defense and give the whole backstory. Asshole.
Yeah, you guys can come out and see this live. Even the dog's like, oh God.
I'm needing a moment to compose myself. That sucked.
That's okay. You know, I kept that picture.
No, I don't mind it. By the way, I didn't send her anything naughty. And let's just get, not that you care and not that you would believe me. I didn't send anything naughty.
No, it was very funny.
It was just funny.
That's why. No, we don't. Never mind. Let's just say we're not the kind of people that send crappy stuff. Actually, this is a funny story. Some guy.
Oh, I think you know where you're going.
Oh,
Tune in to this story. This is a good story.
I'm sitting on the couch one day. He's over here working at the desk, and I think he is sending me something.
This is less than a month ago.
Yes, because frequently we're sending pictures back and forth to try to set up websites and do all kinds of things. So I think it's him sending me something. So I pick up my phone and I went, oh no. Let's just say a gentleman.
My dad's name was Richard. Now, if Richard were to send a pic, but you were to shorten the name Richard to a nickname and still think pic, it would be that kind of a pic.
And he sent it to me. Well, first of all, I toured with the Chippendales a lot. I toured with the Suncoast Calendar Men. They were out of Clearwater. They were some of the most handsome, beautiful men I've ever seen in my life. And guess what? I've seen a lot of Richard pictures.
Yeah, Richard pictures. Rick pics.
This guy had nothing. But it took me aback.
Well, when you say nothing, you mean nothing to brag about, nothing to write home about? Or
no, but here's what he didn't know, sending it to me of all people. Most of you know that not only was I doing stand-up for 30 years, but I was also a victim advocate for child sexual assault victims. And I have some really good contacts in law enforcement, including 3-letter agencies and Florida Department of Law Enforcement and judges and all kinds of things. So I didn't respond to his message right away. And I got in touch with one of my friends and I said, I just got this Richard picture. And he said, send it to me.
Not for fetish reasons, for law enforcement reasons.
You're the only person. I know all of these people. I know them.
Well, no, I'm just saying so nobody could be confused. Like he didn't go.
You would
No.
be the only one that was confused.
No, but he didn't go send me the picture. He's like, you know what? This could be a problem. Send me the picture. Right? It was professional. It was very professional sounding.
Yes.
From a professional. I just want to make. I don't like. Misunderstandings.
I just want you all to understand. I actually picked him.
Yeah, this was not an accident.
I picked him. Be careful what you wish for, because the universe will give it to you, but you need to be really specific. I got a crazy person.
She didn't specify. She just said someone with a good heart. And now she can say frequently, bless your heart. But she spoke to this person who takes law enforcement very seriously, as it's a career choice for him. And he looked at the forwarded picture and must have thought something like, wow,
I bet this isn't the first time he's done that.
Seems like it could be a big problem.
Did his investigation, which took less than 24 hours, and he called me and he said, I found the gentleman and he is currently in custody.
Yeah.
And come to find out, there were more charges, because guess what? He had more of those pictures. And he was sending them out randomly. So here's the deal. If you are in the mood to send out pornographic pictures.
Right, which I didn't do. Let's get that really clear.
Why would anybody think you did?
Because it started with me sending you a pic that made me embarrassed. Circle back around at the beginning of this conversation.
Oh.
Yeah, I just want to get it clear. I didn't do anything. I don't do illegal stuff. Silly stuff. But not...
we're still not sure about jumping in the box at Costco.
I don't think that was illegal. It was just... It was not recommended.
By a doctor or...
Oh, Jeremiah's watching, and also it's Daddy-O saying
hello.
hello.
Hey, Daddy-O. I'm so glad to see you. And Jeremiah, I am thrilled. As a matter of fact, the theater that you suggested, the Ramon, I am to get back in touch with them on the 11th of January to get dates from them. And who else? Somebody else just popped on, I could tell.
That was 7 days from now. Let's see, Christopher Jackson.
Oh, my pilot buddy.
Oh, we've got all kinds of pilots.
Yeah, we got Christopher, we got Jimmy.
Yeah, two.
Well, that's all kinds for us.
So anyway, I'm going to tell the story real quick.
You're dying to tell it.
No, well, not because it sounds creepy.
Oh my God, no. Have you not ever learned anything? It's not what you do that gets you into trouble. It's when you go to explain it. This is what the focus group was all about.
Oh my God. So when I was younger, this requires a lot of background.
No, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
Because these people don't have all night to spend.
It's Sunday. When
they got work, they have jobs to do.
When I was younger in elementary school, like 7th grade, I had told my mom.
Oh, dear God.
I told my mom that I wanted to move from what she bought me in terms of underwear to boxers. And my mom said absolutely not. And I couldn't understand why, but I had a paper route. And so I went out and I bought my own boxers. And, boxers are a gateway. And they're a gateway to go on commando. Because once you've got boxers on for a while, you're like, there's no support involved whatsoever.
Really? This is the story?
No, well, so fast forward. See, I'm moving it at warp speed. So,
too late.
So fast forward. I'm doing my shows, and
anybody that believes that he's telling the story, raise your hand.
And let's just say that on stage, I am wildly comfortable. Really comfortable.
Well, I'll never be again.
So the Rene and I were talking when she was still in Orlando. I don't know how it came up. Maybe she said when she was on stage she liked to free ball it, and I made some kind of a joke.
I never said
I
that.
don't. Well, no, because you had no material. You were,
No material.
yeah, just kind of free balling it. And so I took it in another direction, and I said, well, boxers were a gateway, and so she said something along the lines
This
like,
gives every sponsorship deal.
no, she said something like, I bet that's really noticeable to people in the audience when they're watching your show. And I go, well, you would think so, but for some reason, my body is really cooperative, and you can't tell. And she said,
shit.
She said, I bet that's not true. And
I'm spinning the wheel of shit. Nobody.
And so one day I'm sitting around, I'm wearing pants, right? I got a shirt on, pants on, and I took a picture.
No.
What?
You were in a hotel.
I was wearing pants.
Yes, you were wearing.
I was wearing pants.
And
doesn't matter where I was. I took a picture of myself wearing pants.
Yes, getting ready to go to do a show.
I was wearing stage clothes to show that not only like these are with my actual attire. This is my actual attire. This is what people in the theater will see. So I took a picture of, let's say, the strike zone.
And so I'm sitting at home in Orlando, minding my own business, because I go, oh, he told me he was getting dressed and getting ready to go to the club, and he'd text me later. And so I thought it would be a while before I heard from him. So I'm going about my life back in Orlando, and all of a sudden I get an alert, and I had a special alert for his number, and I go, oh my God, I hope nothing's happened. And nothing had happened except I thought he accidentally took a picture of with the phone in his pocket, or
like butt dialing, but with your camera. Which no, I mean I actually held the camera out like this, and I snapped a photo. But the point being is like nobody. I don't want anybody watching my show like what's going on there. Like I don't want that to happen. So I just want to show it's like no, it's nothing. Indiscreet.
We're going to watch this back at some point.
We're going to feel bad.
And no, we are not going to feel bad about anything. But I am telling you, it's not what you do to start off with. He gets in trouble for this a lot because he goes in for the explanation, which winds up sounding 100 times creepier than anything he ever does. He is the nicest, kindest.
Thank you.
No.
You don't even do your own thing right. Shut up.
He is a sweetheart. He would never make anybody feel uncomfortable. It was wildly funny after I figured out what it was.
Yeah, you couldn't even tell.
I was like,
what's going on there?
What? Yeah, there was nothing going on.
Nothing going on.
You know.
I mean, Richard Picks came from that guy who's now been charged with a crime.
Several crimes.
Me, on the other hand, she's like, I don't know. Like, how could you go commando and people not know? I go, I honestly don't know, but my body's very cooperative, and it's
okay. Not, can you repeat that 3 or 4 more times?
I'm just saying, it's not. Is it noticeable or no? I sent you a picture. Is it noticeable or no? No. The only difference between me and other comics, we all look the same. I'm just more comfortable.
Oh, Lord, help me. This was my idea to come and do this tonight. I didn't think you were going to unleash with all this.
Well,
who else? What?
Wait, by the way, Christopher says, hi there, Jim. Christopher says, I have a, what? Somali
Christopher's funny. Jimmy's funny. You know what? I got to tell you, all my friends are funny. You're going to have a ball meeting these people.
I have no doubt. And just so you know, you feel free to shake my hand when I meet you, because you know what? I'm just like you and everyone else. Free balling it.
Actually, I got a great Chris story.
Okay.
Do you remember me telling you that an agent found me in Fort Myers? And this goes back to Kathy Sampson and the club we were in Fort Myers.
Keep coming back this way so people can see you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Um,
Renee's like, wherever the camera's pointed, I'd like to go ahead and head in the opposite direction and then wonder why I'm never in frame. So anyway, agent
was in Fort Myers, watched my show. Just so happened that Christopher and his beautiful, he's got a gorgeous wife, were in the audience as well. They had come down from Clearwater to see the show in Fort Myers. And this agent walks up to me after the show and says, hey, can you do comedy without doing the crowd work? And for those of you that aren't comics, crowd work is when you just talk to the audience and make up funny stuff as you go. And I'm fairly good at that.
It's a very in the moment. No two shows are alike. You really have to think on the fly, be a good listener, be very quippy and very witty. And it's a really fun show when it's done well.
And I was pretty good at that, but TV at the time did not appreciate that. And I said, well, of course. And I said, if you want to stay for the next show, I'm happy to show you one with no crowd work. But I don't usually do that because I like to have fun while I'm working. And she said, no, if you tell me you can do it without doing that, I'm fine. She stepped away for about 10 or 15 minutes and then came back, and Christopher will back this up. She walked over to me and she said, would you like to do Arsenio Hall? It will be the first show of his second season.
His second reboot.
Well, it was the second reboot, but
and second season of that reboot. Okay.
Second season of his reboot.
Right, got it.
And she said, I've got you on the first show. And it was amazing. I was ecstatic. It was my first big TV appearance. And for 3 days, I was riding high as a kite.
I know that feeling.
Right up until she called and goes, Arsenio got canceled. I'm not sure who was more upset, me or Arsenio.
I haven't had a chance to talk to her, so I can only imagine.
Woo, woo, woo. But anyway, Christopher was there for that.
Adam's on.
Adam's on. Hey, Adam. Love you. Cannot wait to see you, my friend. Cannot wait.
I'm also very excited to meet you and was very, very flattered by your comment about the Christmas party. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Adam is a top-of-the-line chef. Adam is now working at a winery. We will be hopefully working for them soon. Carol's got to go. Carol, thanks for staying for the picture story.
You know what? In my defense, you went from making a joke about the picture I sent you, which was fine, directly into a guy who sent you a Richard pic. And now I'm starting to feel like, ooh, maybe
I do understand.
So I felt like I needed to clarify things a little bit.
Yeah.
And you know whose fault it is? No, my mom's. If she had not made such a big deal out of me wearing boxer shorts, I don't know that I would have ever, crossed the Rainbow Bridge on the underwear situation. By the way, I'm just telling all of you right now, not boxer briefs, but boxers. It's a gateway. I'm talking from experience. It's a gateway.
And if there's anybody watching who thinks we plan what we talk about,
or who thinks I'm kidding, I'm 100% not joking. No, and I can't speak for Renee, but not in my wildest fudging dreams did I expect to have this conversation on a podcast or anywhere else for that matter.
Let me ask you something. Since we started doing this podcast, how much of it do you think we actually, either one of us, ever thought of talking about?
Well, so here's what's funny. There have been in over 30 podcasts now, which is not a lot, but for, we've been pretty consistent. I think we've actually planned to talk about something 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, we always screw that up.
And when we plan to talk about something, it's horrible. I mean, I don't know if it sounds horrible, looks horrible to anybody else watching, but like when we think about it, talk about it later, watch it later, it's like, oh, like we don't plan stuff and we're happy you're not doing that.
Yeah.
So,
which is why we know that this stage show that we're going to be doing, the Road Comics Adventures Live, is what we really want to do. And we like to do stuff that audiences like. And I think audiences are going to like
you know
this.
what? There's nothing better in my mind when it comes to live entertainment than something that's spontaneous, improvisational, that's unique, that's a once in a lifetime. If you see it that night, you'll never see it exactly the same way the next time you go, should you ever go again.
But I'm excited too, because Adam is coming to your hypnosis show. And I'm telling you guys right now, if you get a chance to see him do the hypnosis show, it's amazing. And honestly, I remembered him for 35 years because I had worked not too long, either before or right after you, with another hypnotist.
Oh, I know that story.
And I was appalled at how different your two shows were.
Not that they were different, but one, and this is me patting myself on the back, treated people really fairly,
treated the volunteers
with dignity, with respect.
Yeah. For one thing, if you don't let your volunteers remember everything that happened on stage because you want them to buy a DVD of the show afterwards, I thought that was scummy. Yeah, I thought you always treated.
Carol's heading out.
All right, Carol. We'll be in touch soon. And love you.
Also, Lorraine said, it's pretty obvious y'all are on the fly. I like it. It's fun to watch. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
We're, what do they call us? America's?
Oh, most adorable train wreck.
Yeah.
I don't know if they call us that, but we're going to keep calling us that until they do too. Right?
Well, but why not? We think we're adorable.
So, like, I really am very grateful for anybody who's interested in volunteering to be on stage with me. And so I want the show to be fun, not just for the audience, but even more importantly for the volunteers also. So I try to come up with bits that are creative and interesting and interactive. And I want to make sure that the volunteers remember everything and they feel like they had fun and were taken care of.
He works very hard at his craft. And here's the thing. Back in the day when we worked together, which was in 1990, Tom Sobel that we talked about is a guy that I worked for. He was the biggest booker in the country at the time. And I scouted out talent for him. And when I saw Flip, I remembered his name and I remembered his act. Because did I not quote a couple of your lines to you?
Oh, my God. It's amazing. Yeah. Absolutely.
I remembered him for 35 years because he was that good.
Which is very, very flattered.
Well, you earned it. You earned it. And I was proud to manage him. I'll be even more proud to be on stage with you doing what we do.
Well, thanks. So
whether you're wearing underwear or not, I don't even care.
I'm telling you right now, if you come to a show in Wilmington, in Kearney, Nebraska, anywhere around
Minerva, Ohio.
Minerva, Ohio, but anywhere in the country, get a front row seat, and you can scan, and you'll be convinced that I am supported fully. My face is warm.
That's because look in this camera.
That's my blessing.
Your face is on fire. And you know what I want to do after the podcast?
No.
It's another big night for astrology, star stuff.
Wonderful.
Don't be an ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know you like to go out there and help me with the pictures and stuff. The Venus is going Jupiter is going to be right next to the moon.
Well, okay.
And the moon's pretty full. So Venus, which is the biggest and brightest star in the universe.
Well, I mean, if we have a clear night. Last night we went out to watch the triple bewitching super
Wolf moon.
wolf, Great Wolf Lodge moon of the century. And Renee's like, it's not as bright as I would have expected. I'm like, there's cloud cover. Oh, that explains a lot. Okay. We didn't get the benefit of this amazing moon.
Flip.
We didn't see the moon.
No. But do you remember for the first 3 weeks I lived here, I was taking pictures of the frickin' street light across. Because I thought that was the moon coming up every night. And I was like, look how bright this moon is.
That's really, believe it or not, that is a 100% true story. That is absolutely true.
And then I realized it wasn't, and then removed. And I go, damn.
At what point do you go, hey, wait 1 second?
Yeah, I'll tell you when you do it. 3 weeks in, you were in Phoenix. And I was out with the dog. And I go, we were out a lot earlier last night, but the moon was in the same place.
It's defying all astrological norms and rules. And...
Well, that's just like I told you. You're really lucky that you told me about that thing in the backyard.
Oh, my goodness. I have a thing in the backyard that from a distance in the dark may look like a prowler. But it's not. And
one of us is an excellent marksman. Well, you are too.
You don't know. You don't know nothing about me and my plinking.
Well, yeah. Well, here's the deal. I don't mind shooting things, and especially if I'm scared, I may have something close by to use to take care of. I'm packing heat. And mine is supported.
Nope.
You think I'm letting this
Nope. Oh, look, Jimmy Leonard had something to say. I support you, Flip, followed by forgive her. She's from Ohio.
So are you. So are you, Jimmy Leonard. So he's got this thing out in the backyard, and I was only here a week before you had to go on the trip.
Yeah, I had to go to Phoenix, and Renee, her first trip here, she came to dog sit. Well, not even first trip. When you came here.
Yeah,
I was going to Arizona to do shows.
Yeah, and we already knew that. So that was in the works. It was intentional.
So she had stayed here to dog sit Storm before Storm became the Road Comics Adventures dog.
Right, when we decided we were taking her with us everywhere because, well, now we can. But here's the deal. I laughed one night because I walked by the back door and I go, oh my God, that looks like something out in the backyard. And then I remembered that he had told me about the something in the backyard. And I started laughing because I thought, how horrible that I come here to help him take care of the dog. And then I got to call him and go, hey, I just shot the thing that's in your backyard.
Yeah, that would not have been a good thing. I made a few mistakes when Renee first got here, one of which was to, I needed to go through the things that, like, this is different from other houses. One of which was my son and I have snakes. We've got, two corn snakes and two
ball pythons.
Ball pythons. And several ball pythons. And we're going to breed them. We're still trying to breed them. We're going to make a business out of it. Blah, 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 whatever. So, I'm sure you know that snakes need to eat, much like other living things. And so we have frozen rats in the freezer, and I forgot to mention that. And so she was fixing to make some lovely fruit water with oranges and lemons and limes, and she was going to grate up some lovely ginger to go.
That was also in the freezer.
To go into the fruit water, and she almost made rat fruit water with not knowing that she was going to grate up rats.
Yeah, because believe it or not, the frozen little mouses.
Their tails?
It was wrapped around because they were frozen.
Yeah.
So I took it out and put it in the sink to let it thaw out. Thank God I didn't do it frozen, because if not, that'd been the nastiest fruit water you'd ever had.
Rene was sitting there going, it's weird because this ginger's got toenails.
So once again, he's on the road. And the one thing I didn't want to do, because I've been the mom on the road where people will call, the kids will call and you get PTSD where every once in a while you just go, oh God, the phone rings and you start to get sick because what's going on at home. And I did it to you a lot on that trip to Phoenix.
No, a little bit, not a lot.
Hey, Flip, I was in the freezer. And I got out you said the ginger was in the freezer. Which side? And he goes, well, whatever you do, don't touch anything on the right side. And I went,
Yeah, well, the rats have their own compartment because I don't want my food to commingle with the snake food. I think that's reasonable.
I think that's reasonable. I just wish you'd have told your new roommate about it.
That didn't occur,
Tomato, tomato. Yeah, I knew about your underwear, but not about the snake food.
By the way, I won't be disappointed if you forget that story going forward.
Look at your face. How cute.
That never happened. Hey, what else is going on?
I love this. I really do. It's very hard to get him to blush.
And yet, the last couple podcasts.
Well, what's funny is you step in a pile of it on your own. That's what's going to be beautiful about the live show, is you just step in it.
Not on purpose.
I know. That's the beauty of it for me, is watching it happen. Because it's like I can foresee it.
That's horrible. Anyway, what else did you want to talk about?
Well, there's a few things I wanted to talk about.
Hit it.
Well, I don't remember what any of it was now, but one thing, I have seen a few people online. I got offline for a while.
Right.
After I retired, I kind of hibernated, I guess you'd call it, because I got rid of all of my social media, locked it down, and pretty much stayed at home.
I think Jim Leonard also wrote, I think this was his earlier comments, that he also retired in 2019, same year as you.
Yeah, he did. I used to do his corporate Christmas party.
Oh, cool. Fun.
Or no, I don't know if it was a Christmas. I don't think it was a Christmas party, because I think it was in June.
Okay. But you're saying you got off social media once you retired.
And did all of that. And now that I'm back, I'm meeting some comics that weren't even in the business when I started. And there's a really good female comedian, I think. I've never seen her perform, but I like who she is. And I like some of
you mentioned her earlier today.
Ginger Kelly is her name. She's out of the Clearwater area. I hope we get to meet her sometime when we're down there. Okay. Hopefully March 6th for the Firehouse Cultural Center.
Right.
And also we're doing the Aspirations Winery in Clearwater, May 2nd.
Which are we doing? Road Comics Adventures Live. That will never get old to. I know it's probably already old to y'all.
Yeah, they've had enough of it, and we're like, it's never going to stop.
Yeah, sorry about that.
So anyway, what was I talking about?
You wanted to do a poll.
So she has asked a lot of really good questions online. And since I know that not always do people watch us live that are comics, but I know a lot of the old guys in the business. So do you, that we see. Sure. Lance Montalto, some of the great older comics on here. And what I'm going to say to you guys is I would like to ask you the question that she put in. This is a poll, and we can stick a poll somewhere, can't we?
Probably.
The poll, and this is a question for the comics, is, do you not put your content online because you're afraid somebody will steal it?
In other words, for those of you not comics, when you say content, when you do your show, if you're doing your material, which is something. I mean, you change it over time, and you kind of add new jokes in and take old jokes or whatever. But it's called material. So when you're putting your show, any portion of it, on YouTube or somewhere else, are you putting up your material, or do you not because you're concerned other people might steal your jokes?
And I was one of those people that I never put. You can do a search of me on YouTube, and you're not going to find thousands of videos, because my theory was, if you could go on YouTube and watch my whole show, why would you hire me?
It's true.
You have bits and pieces of yours. Both of us have experienced other comedians stealing from us.
I've had comics steal from me, hypnotists steal from me. I've had clubs who recorded my show without telling me, and then played recordings of my show for audiences after I was out of town,
Yeah,
and not told me, not paid me for it.
I actually have known a booker. This guy booked things in Florida, and his comedy was horrible, and he knew he wasn't any good at it. But a hypnotist had submitted this is back when the DVDs, you'd send a DVD.
Right, of course.
Sent him a DVD, and he goes, "Oh my God, I'm going to learn to be a hypnotist, and I can just use his show." And he literally took his act word for word. And I call it dog to poodle.
Right.
Somebody will change a joke, and they'll change, instead of saying dog, they'll say poodle, and they go, "I didn't steal anything."
That's a brand new joke.
Yeah, no, it isn't. You stole it. You stole it. So, out of curiosity, are there any comics that won't post any of their set because they're afraid of it being stolen?
I know a club in San Antonio had a hypnotist in after me, and then told them they had to change their act, and gave them my material and said they wanted me to they wanted that other hypnotist to do my material. That was one. There was a club in Pennsylvania and a club in Wisconsin that recorded my show without telling me, without my permission, and then ran my show like on their video system without telling me.
See, here's the funny
thing. And that's before the internet.
Yeah. This is the funny thing about us, and this is why we're different, and why being on that other side of the hill is a good thing. These are two people you don't want to screw with anymore. We're not taking this crap out on the road. We aren't.
No, I mean, again, we've been around the block a couple times, and I'm not saying it's impossible to either fool us or trick us. It's not necessarily impossible to screw us, but it's not as easy. We're a little bit more seasoned. We have a little bit more wisdom and know what to look for.
Not only that, we're to the point in our lives where we're like, no. You know what? In the old days when I had kids to feed, I could have never walked out in the middle of a week and not gotten paid. You and I are not afraid to walk away. Just walk away, Rene.
The only people, see, here's what I'm going to say this, and I shouldn't, but where clubs and theaters have me over a barrel a little bit is that I'm unwilling to screw the audience. It's not the audience's fault if a club owner, theater manager, or if someone does something really crappy, and if it gets down to it, usually I'll end up, well, not usually, I will always do right by the audience. But then I'm done. And, I just...
and we've told this story once before. We went all the way to Michigan to do a show. And it was a nonprofit owns it, but was basically the director who tried to cheat Flip out of $200. Well, don't do that when Renee's responsible for his money, because I just won't let that happen.
It turned out not to be a scene, but we definitely stood our ground. And we made sure that when it was all said and done, everything was done according to contract.
And the horrible thing was, it was the director, because everybody else at that theater was amazing.
Yeah, they were great.
We loved them. We really loved them. And we will go back to work again there, but they're going to do it our way.
Do you know Brian Hamilton?
I do know Brian. Brian Hamilton is the guy that was here in Lafayette. Remember that I called?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Brian.
I know exactly.
Are
who
you
that
still
is.
in Lafayette?
Brian Hamilton is a comic from Florida,
Fort Myers. Here.
who had come here to Lafayette to do some comedy work with a newer Lafayette comic who's trying to learn the ropes.
And Brian could definitely teach him. Brian is one of those guys that I could watch a million times and laugh. We don't know whether he wears underwear or not.
You know what? Maybe that's a fun poll to take. That was a play on words.
If anybody wonders what our days are like,
This is it.
this is here we are. This is what we do all day.
If you want to know either my schedule or Road Comics Adventures live schedule, we have all of our show dates on my website. So you would have to go to fliporley.com. That's FLIPORLEY.com and find the tour schedule. All of our dates are on there.
And it'll tell you whether it's the hypnosis show. It'll say Flip Orley.
Or
Road Comics Adventures live. It's terrible.
it is terrible.
Yeah.
By the way, I always do this. We have actually now put our show
Tell them about
on
tell them what you did.
Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Amazon, and most recently, we're uploading all of our episodes to Rumble.
Now, let me tell you something. That's a big deal. We would appreciate it. We don't care whether you even watch them, but go over there and play them on Rumble.
Please, if you're interested, if you find it fun, we'd love for you to watch.
Yeah,
But I
if
know
not,
what you're saying.
we'd just like for you to view it so we get the numbers. But here's the problem that we've had. First of all, as many of you know, I went on a huge diet in February.
I know where this is going.
Flip goes, Rene, nay.
By the way, that's not a podcast name. That's her name. 24/7.
24/7. Yeah, Rene, nay. Even the dog now calls me Rene, nay.
When
She-
she's not giving you the bird.
Yeah, she called me a bitch earlier,
Yeah,
but
she
you
did.
know, she's like that. She was raised by a wolf.
Go ahead.
So Flip goes, I got us up on Rumble. And he goes, do you want to see it? And I went, yeah, I can't wait. And I'm so proud of him because we're not technologically sound. Now, I'd already lost a considerable amount of weight when we started to do the podcast. May 31st was our first one. 2.5 months, and I hadn't had a carbohydrate.
Right.
And I had lost a lot of weight. And I thought I looked fairly decent when we started doing the podcast till I saw the Rumble. And
Yeah,
then
'cause
I
we're
looked
putting-
like I had a big fat...
No, we're putting up like episodes from May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, 7-8 months ago. And I've lost a little bit of weight, and Renee has been eating very low carb and has been shedding some pounds. And I don't think, again, you look in the mirror every day, so you from day to day, you don't notice much of a change. But looking back at a podcast, like still pictures from 7 months ago, was unnerving.
Yeah,
Right.
but I was shocked because I'd lost quite a bit of weight by May, but apparently my face didn't catch up until I got here.
Your face was asleep at the switch. Oh, by the way, from Lorraine, will it have the hands on the marquee as well? Live. Man, if we can figure out how to do that.
Oh,
then there you go.
Lorraine. Oh, you don't know what you just unleashed.
Yeah, no, you just, the gerbil had been napping and now it's back on the wheel at full sprint. Ooh, there's not here. There's not.
He'll look at me, and this is what he does. And he goes, I said, when the first time he did it, what are you doing? And he goes, I can see the gerbil just
Back on the wheel. Back on the wheel.
And yeah, we can do that, right?
I do know we can do that. So what else? So we did the poll.
Don't do that.
And,
That should embarrass you
we-
right
I
there.
know.
It should.
And we
It
talked
won't,
about
but it should.
we talked about Rumble. We've talked about the shows coming up in Kearney, Wilmington, and Minerva.
Yes.
And we're going to try to do our podcast, or at least some of it, I guess maybe tomorrow. Or if we don't, we're going to do lives on the road.
For the next couple of weeks, we're going to be doing lives from the road for sure. And God help you. You know, the last time we traveled, which was back in October, we had a lot of fun. But as soon as he says one stupid thing, and as you can tell, that's a lot more frequent than you would imagine, we're popping it up there. Who is it?
No, just Lorraine. So anyway, I think this is a good stopping point, unless you have something else you want to talk about.
I don't know. Let's see. What have we covered? The poll.
We've already done a recap. Talked about upcoming shows. Talked about the poll. Talked about Rumble. Talked about the pork. Talked about Richard picks. By the way, none of this was planned. I'm just recapping what we did talk about. I think for now we're good, man.
I think we're probably done for good. We just decided we didn't want to do the podcast from
the road because we didn't know where we were going to be,
from the car,
or we didn't know if we'd have any cell phone service or anything like that.
Yeah, because frequently the cell phone service is going to be pretty bad through part of this, I think.
Yeah.
The good news is it's supposed to be like 51 in Kearney, Nebraska. Thank you, universe.
We are crossing our fingers that the forecast is accurate.
Yeah. Most of all, one of the things we talk about a lot is, believe it or not, how much we love and care about the people that have followed us and watched us. This is something that if you'd have told me, well, how long have we been talking?
Tonight?
Yeah, 46 weeks. What?
Oh,
Today's our 46.
46 weeks.
46 weeks ago tonight we started talking. If you'd have told me 47 weeks ago that I would have moved, I would have lost all the weight, I would have stopped smoking, I'd be back to doing comedy, I'd be managing my favorite comedian ever, I would have told you were full of crap. I also can tell you I've never been this happy in my life, and I've never had as much fun. And thanks to you guys, that's thanks to all of you, that we can do this thing that we love the most now, which is go out and entertain. So I'm very grateful that you watched this. I started to say crap.
Well, there's the sincerity we're all looking for. Speaking of sincerity, whenever you hear Rene speak from the heart and talk the way she is now, she is very sincere about it. And I'm not good at it, so just know she's speaking for me too.
It's okay.
Okay.
That's my job. I'm your manager.
Speaking for me too.
Because yeah, he's not the gushy type. I'm real gushy. It is important to us. And for two people that had kind of I had finished my career. I think you were starting to wind down yours.
My career was changing. I wasn't ready to quit. In fact, quite frankly, when the pandemic came and I felt like there was a chance I may never work again, I was really, really bothered that felt like I was being forced into retirement, which retirement's fine if that's your choice, but I felt like I was being forced into it because all the venues I worked were closed. There was nowhere for me to go. And so I was pretty annoyed about the whole thing. So from the pandemic on, my career had sort of been evolving, but I wasn't sure where it was going. And so it wasn't until you and I started speaking in February of 25, which is 10 months ago, where things became suddenly very clear and took on a whole new life.
Yeah. And consequently, I got a whole new life.
Yeah. So we're both better off, happier, having more fun than we ever thought we would. And
driving around in our own car.
Yeah. In our own, we never know which car we're going to take. It's always a mystery until we just sort of pick it random at the last minute. And then we take off with the 75-pound or less German Shepherd.
to stay in whatever hotel will allow.
75 pounds or less.
And that's another thing. If we are going to be putting more dog friendly hotels and where we stay, and a lot of that stuff we're going to do so that if you guys, and I know a lot of you love your dogs, and especially since we're doing the Paws Clinton County Humane Society show, we want to make sure if you want to travel with your dog, you know where you can go. So,
Yeah, we're going to do our best to provide good information should you be interested in it. And I mean, if we're talking about something you don't care about, we get it. It's not going to be for everyone, but we're going to just put that information out there, right? Like I talked about getting a good knife for those of you who like to cook, or good places to stay with a dog if you take your dog with you on the road. I'm just saying, we just throw it out there. Yeah. So anyway, that said, and here's the important info for tonight. If you start wearing boxers, it's a gateway to free balling.
Now, I just want to tell you guys something that you may or may not know. If you go to any YouTube video and you hit more in the description, it will show you different things you can do. One of which will say, summarize the video. I dare you, after he uploads this, won't you do this tomorrow? Will you do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does all of our technical stuffy stuff. So tomorrow he will upload this to YouTube, and you can hit more, and it will summarize the video. I can't tell you how excited I am about looking at that.
This will be an interesting little summary. Most likely,
let's see what you say when you put it on Rumble.
I would say probably 99% sure it's AI that's sifting through everything and then doing its own summary and whatever.
AI is blushing through
whatever.
This one. You guys have been wonderful. We can't thank you enough. The only thing better than seeing you on the podcast is getting to see you at a live show. We're excited about all that. Oh, we forgot to mention the historic herd in Arcadia.
Yeah, do it.
We'll be there.
On that date that they know about?
Yeah. That's on our schedule.
Yeah, it's on our schedule.
April 17th, I think.
It?
Yeah.
But
and we're going to Cassie's in Newport News.
Yeah, we have a little bit more time to talk about those things, and we will. Yeah. But again, fliporley.com if you're interested in our show schedule. And, it's a quick trip on the internet to information about the tour dates.
We do love you guys. And let's see if we can do what we do best.
Before we do, to all of you, a very, very happy, a very healthy new year. We hope 2026 is going to be a great year for everyone.
I'm going to tell you, I thought 2025 was going to suck.
I did too. Right back at you. That said, we're out, bitches.
Later.
Now it's going to take a while to do all this, and I'm going to end the stream here, right? We're going to finish up here.